Alrighty, let's come to comfortable seat. Any pains or injuries before we start? Yeah. Same. Has it gotten better, or has our practice been at least good enough that you can manage it? Okay. 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 All right. So you know our practice. You know where to kind of make modifications as you need. All right. Okay. Good. All right. That's good. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your low back are tight, please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets. Make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you take a comfortable cross-legged position. All right, let the palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And as you ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. And start to let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga, call and response. Om Apavitraha, Om Apavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavashtan, Sarvavashtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up, fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand to the left side of the head, pulling gently to elongate. And then chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release, back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. Take a few more rounds in that same direction. And one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction, moving just slowly. And then chin back toward the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Let the hands support to either side as you flex your feet. And then turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in, outer rotation, circling. And take it back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And take it back to center again. Cross your shins again, but this time take the opposite crossing of the legs. So this is your non-dominant side. You might feel a little bit tighter on the side. And take the arms up high to extend. Twist to the right on the exhale. Inhale back to center, arms up. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back up again, legs forward, forward fold. Grabbing your feet, ankles or shins. Now your hamstrings or your lower back are tight. You can always bend your knees and grab the outer legs. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. With a neutral spine, draw forward, right? So in a forward fold, rather than rounding the spine and thinking this is better, it's actually more effective. You have a lengthy spine as you draw forward. That will give you the lower back stretch you're looking for in any forward bend. All right, start to release. Step the feet to the floor. Leave about hips width distance. Grab the front of the shins. And then round the spine to draw back. Lift, broaden, and gently looking up. So articulating your spine. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Stay lifted. Good. And then come back to neutral. Walk your feet together. Wrap the left arm around the legs, right hand behind you, and twist. Look past your right shoulder behind you. So, Gary, if that's difficult for you to keep your feet and knees together, you can separate just a little bit. Yeah, that'll be easier for your hips. All right, take the gaze to look forward. With your left hand, grab the outer right leg. If you can fully extend, fantastic. If you cannot, you can keep your right knee bending. Yeah. Or if you can't grab the foot, you can grab the outer leg. So just support. Yeah. And once you have the leg, twist again. Look back behind you. Take the gaze to look forward. Bend your right knee. Grab the inside of the foot. If you can take full extension, fantastic. Take it. If you cannot, keep your right knee bending. Yeah. That's fine. Good enough. Good. Bend your right knee, release. Hands come back behind you. Walk your left foot a little bit wider again. Right ankle on top of the left knee, and then you want to flex your foot. Now, if it's difficult for you to take the ankle to the knee, you can slide the left leg forward, take the right heel in, and then step the foot in. Make sure you flex your right foot. So there's ankles to knee. Pratiti, flex your foot. Right? You want to flex your foot. Yeah, there you go. All right, three-legged tabletop, lift. Release, take the seat back down. Extend the left leg forward. Janu Shirshasana, sole of the right foot to inner left leg. Left hand to the floor. Right arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Again, reaching forward to grab your foot, ankles or your shins. Re-lengthen your spine, and then forward fold. Patiti, switch hands. Right hand to your left foot. Patiti, switch hands. Right hand to your left foot. There you go. Opposite hand and foot. And draw back to center. Twist to the right. Petite, is it because you have the wrong leg forward? It should be left leg forward. Is that why you're doing everything at backwards? There you go. Yeah. All right, lifting up. Press your right hand down, step the left foot down, lift the seat, and extend through your left arm, reaching toward the back of the room. And release your seat back down, square back to center. All right, second side, right leg extended. Step the feet back down first. Grab the front of the shins. Round the spine to draw back. And then lift the chest to draw forward. Exhale, round the spine to draw back. Lift the chest to draw forward. One more time. Exhale, round back. And then lift the chest and keep lifting. And come back to neutral. If you can, walk your feet in together, inner thighs together. If that's not possible because your hips are tighter, keep your feet separated. That's fine too. Wrap the right arm around the shins, left hand behind you, and twist. Start to look forward with your right hand. Grab the outside of the left foot. If you have full extension, take it. If that's not possible, bend your left knee. Take the gaze to look forward again. Left hand, grabbing the inside of the left foot. You can always bend your left knee first, right? Once you have the foot, extend fully if you can. Bend your left knee, step the foot to the floor. Right foot walks a little bit wider. Support with your hands. Ankles to knee, left ankle on top of the right knee. So again, if that's difficult, right, slide the right leg forward so you can lower the leg. Take ankles to knee and then step the foot in. And then once you get there, make sure you flex your foot. Three-legged tabletop. Lift the seat. All right, take the seat back down. Step the left foot to the floor. So it should be right leg extending forward, left knee is bending. Right hand to the floor, left arm is up and folding forward, grabbing your foot, ankles or your shins, neutral spine. And take it back to center, counter twist to your left. Back to center. Extend the left leg forward. Separate your feet about mat's width distance. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, reach forward to grab the inner feet. Again, if you need to bend your knees, you can bend your knees. Lengthen and fold. And take it back up. Swing the legs back behind you. Hands and knees. So your knees should be about hips width, and then line up the hips with the knees. Hands about shoulders width, palms are flat. Line up your shoulders with your wrists. Cat-cows, inhale, draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine 3 times. Inhale, arch, this is your cow pose. Exhale, round, this is your cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral spine. Step the right foot back behind you. Tuck your toes under. And then reach back through your heels. So shift the weight back so you can get a nice stretch to the back of the right leg, right calf. Did you get a cramp, Heather? Yes. All right, shift back forward. Lift the right foot, reach back to your right heel, and extend the left arm forward. So opposite hand and foot. Then bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand. Grab the foot and kick back. So left hand grabbing the right foot. Now, if this is difficult for you, stay here with your left arm extending, right heel back. And release your left hand down. Step the right foot over to right side. Walk your hands in and stand on that left knee. Now, if your knees are sensitive and knee directly to a mat is quite difficult for you, you can take extra padding by taking your mat, folding it in, and this will triple up your mat. So this will give you extra cushioning if you need it. Okay? So I'll give you a side view now. You want to line up the shoulder, hip, and knee, one straight line so you have a vertical line to balance with. Palms facing up, arms are parallel. Side bend to the right. So this is your gate pose. Take it back to center, left hand down, right arm over. Take it back up. Camel pose. Hands to your lower back for support. Your fingers are rounding the top of the glutes. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lean the hips forward to activate your left leg. And then with your hips moving forward, upper torso leaning back, gently looking up. So you can stay here with your hands supporting to your lower back for a combination of a gate pose or the camel pose. Or if you have a stronger back bend, left hand to the left heel, right arm up and back. All right, so everything's optional. If it's too deep for you, come back to the previous. You don't want to overextend or hurt yourself, right? You can always stay here and support. And let's break. Make your way back up. Walk your hands back forward. Take the right knee down. Okay, and then let's take 3 cat-cows again. Tucking your toes under, hands about shoulders width. On the inhale, draw the navel down. Raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to your neutral spine. Step the left foot back this time with your toes tucked under. Once you have that, lean back through the weight of the left heel and getting into the stretch of the left calf. Shift the weight back forward slightly. Pick up the left foot. Reach back through your left heel and reach your right arm forward in opposition. So balancing here, a subtle core strengthening, but also balancing coordination. Then bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand and grab the foot if you're able to connect. If you cannot, just keep your right arm reaching forward, left heel back. Release your right hand back down. Step the left foot out to the side and standing up on that right knee. So again, if you need extra cushioning to your right knee, go ahead and take it. A straight line, right shoulder, right hip, right knee. Arms are parallel, palms face up, and side bend over to the left. Oh, I lost her. Maybe she lost connection with me. Okay, there she goes. Coming back up. Side bend to the right. Take it back up. Camel. So your palms are supporting your lower back. Your fingers around the top of the glutes. Keeping your hands supporting here. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lean the hips forward and then leaning the upper torso back. So again, if you don't have a very deep back bend, you need the support of your hands, stay here. Perfectly fine. If you're going further, right hand to the right heel, left arm up and back. Take it back up. Walk your hands back forward. Left knee comes back down. Down dog. Lift and walk it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness. 3 tuck-toe up dogs. On the inhale, draw the shoulders forward over your wrists. Keep your toes tucked under and let the hips draw down as you lift your chest for back bend. Exhale, roll it back to down dog. We'll do that 3 times. Inhale, come forward. Hips draw down as you lift your chest for the back bend. Exhale, take it to down dog. 1 more time. Inhale, forward, plank. Hips draw down, chest lifting, tuck-toe up dog. Exhale, take it back down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round the spine 3 times. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up again. Open up the hips and bend the right knee. So as you stack your hips, you're opening up the hips. Right knee's reaching up, left heel's reaching down, creating space. Raise your right leg back up, stepping your right foot forward between your hands. Left heel comes down at an angle, and then rise up for warrior 1. So ground the back heel all the way down, Gary. Yeah. And then arms up, extend warrior 1. On the exhale, open up the arms, open up the hips for warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. You can take the modification, right arm to top the right leg if you're not very flexible. If you can touch down easily, right hand to the floor, left arm is up, side angle. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Triangle, lengthen out the front leg. Right hand to the top of the shins if you're less flexible in the hamstrings. Right hand to the floor if you're more flexible. So you want to lengthen out the front leg the best you can. All right, there you go. Take it back up. Reverse triangle. Then bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. So 3 progressive cobras coming up a little higher every time. So hands alongside the rib cage, lift up baby cobra. So your belly and your lower ribs stay on the floor. On the exhale, lower almost all the way down. So still hovering. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Your belly, your lower ribs come away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. So still hovering. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms for cobra, you can take it. If that's a little bit deep for you and you still need to keep a bending of the elbows, stay there. All the way down. And then child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Arms are extending forward. Let the head draw down. Down dog. Second side. Giri, make sure your hands are pointing straight forward. Both hands. Yeah, there you go. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. 3 times. Inhale, kick up. Left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up again. Open up the hips and bend the left knee. So this is sideward scorpion. As you stack the hips, creating space. Left knee is reaching up, right heel is reaching down. Raise your left leg back up, stepping your left foot forward, back heel coming down, warrior 1, arms up high. Back heel down, yeah. Bending the front knee over the heel, good. Warrior 1. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor, right arm up. So notice in side angle, the front knee is bending. In triangle, front leg is fully extended. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Triangle, lengthen out the left leg. Then taking the left hand to the top of the shins if you're less flexible in the hamstrings. Left hand to the floor if you can touch down easily, right arm up. Leg fully. Yeah. You can take the hand to the shin if you want. It'll be easier. Yeah. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale all the way down to the belly again. So 3 progressive cobras coming up a little higher every time. Lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms for cobra if you have it. All the way down. Child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Reach the arms up high for high lunge. Now this time, you are on your tiptoes in a lunge position. Steadying your balance here. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bend the front knee. This time, you're going to dip the left knee almost all the way down and lift back up. Dip the left knee almost all the way down, lift back up. Dip and lift. Stay here. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, and gently looking up for back bend. Come back to neutral. Raise the arms back up. Take the hands to the floor. Then lengthen out the front leg the best you can. If you cannot take full extension, keep a bend to the knee the best you can. So this is your pyramid. Bend the front knee. Left hand stays to the floor. Right arm is up. We're going to coordinate the lengthening and the bending of the front knee with the length and the circles with the right arm. So as you lengthen your right leg, reach your right arm back and down. Then bend the front knee as you circle your right hand forward and up 5 times. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it up. 2 more. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. 1 more. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Stay here, half bind. Right hand behind you. Twist a little bit deeper. And then Giri, point the right toes forward. Yes. All right, raise your right arm back up, right hand to your floor. Warrior 1, ground the back heel down so you're anchoring down, and then rise up. Open it up, Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back, and then hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, 1 breath, push up this time. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up, 3-legged dog. Stepping your left foot forward, low lunge. Rise up, high lunge. Once you steady your balance, inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up, keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee, high lunge. Then dip your right knee down, lift back up. Dip and lift. Dip and lift. Stay here. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Broaden your shoulders. Reach your knuckles back. Take the gaze to look up. Come back to neutral. Raise the arms back up. And then take the hands to the floor. Once you have the hands down, lengthen the front leg for the left hamstring stretch. If you cannot take full extension, you can keep a slight bend to the knee. All right, bend the front knee, right hand stays down, left arm up to twist. All right, so we're going to coordinate the bending and the lengthening. The other arm, Kiri, yeah. So we're going to lengthen and bend the front knee with the circles, okay? So lengthen your left leg, reach your left arm back and down. Bend the front knee, circle your left hand forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it up 5 times. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it up. 2 more. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. 1 more. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it up. Half bind. Left hand behind you and twist a little bit deeper. Raise your left arm back up. Left hand to the floor. Warrior 1. Ground the back heel so you're nice and steady. And then rise up. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Left foot. Stepping back plank. Inhale 1 breath. Exhale chaturanga push up. Then forward and up to an up dog. Exhale down dog. Right heel up. Step the right foot forward, crescent moon. Left knee comes down to the floor. Now, if your knees are sensitive and you need extra padding, you can take your mat, left side folding towards center, will double up your mat if you need extra padding. Hands to top of the thighs. And then lunge your hips forward. So you want to get into the left quad stretch. Good. Then press your hands into your thighs and think about your belly leaning away from your thighs and upper torso leaning back and gently looking up at a slight angle. And this gives you the back bend and the quad stretch. Once you have this set, arms up, Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing, interlacing all the other fingers. So the active reaching up and back with the torso and the hips moving forward in opposition. Starting to release. Hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn the right toes out at an angle. The right thigh also turns out at an angle. Left hand goes a little bit wider, maybe even off your mat. Then raise your right arm up and behind you, half bind to twist. So you want the resistance of the top of the right hand to your lower back, so you can press into your lower back or the outer hip and draw the right shoulder back to deepen your twist. Now, if this is easy, you can go further, otherwise stay here. If you're going further, bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, and then kick your foot away for a deeper stretch, deeper twist. Begin to release. Take the hands back to the inside of the right foot and turn the right toes back forward. Then frame your right foot with your hands. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee so it's a low lunge. Walk your hands forward about a foot. Shift forward for warrior 3. So standing on the right leg, then start to lift the fingers away from the floor for balance. Your arms can either just be here, you can move the arms forward, or you can move your arms back. Warrior 3. Step it back, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Straddling for a bend, lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to the left side of the room. Check that your toes are just a little bit closer than your heels, so you're slightly pigeon-toed. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift up for back bend. And then come back to neutral, bend at the knees of the seat, drop a little bit, and then from a neutral spine, hinge at the hips to draw forward, let the hands come down for support. Once your hands are touching down, on the inhale, lengthen your spine, lengthen your legs, the best of your abilities. On the exhale, hinge at the hips to let the head get heavy to draw forward into the straddling forward bend. Let the hands support as you need. Lengthen out the back of the legs the best you can. For those of you who are inverters and you're ready for an inversion, your headstands of choice, go ahead and take it. Don't feel you have to, only within your practice. If you're inverted, come back into your straddling forward bend. All right, to come out of the pose safely, keep your hands on the floor. Bend at the knees. Let the feet drop a little bit. That reduces the tension to your hamstrings. Shift your weight back toward your heels a little bit. Lift the head and lift the upper back. So now your muscles around the spine are activated to support the spine. Shift back toward the heels. Through the strength of the legs and a neutral spine, make your way up into a standing position for warrior two. Turn the right toes forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. All right, so that's just, for me, I feel a safer way to come out of a forward fold so that you don't rely on your lower back to carry the weight of your body. You rely on your legs, which are much stronger than your lower back in that sense, right? So if you have existing or possible lower back issues, that reduces the risk of throwing out your back coming out of a forward bend. All right, second side, left leg up. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Right knee comes down, crescent moon. All right, hands top of the thighs, extra padding as you need. Lean the hips forward for the right quad stretch. Then press your hands into your thighs and think about your belly leaning away from your thighs and then gently looking up. So that's the beginning of your back bend. Once you have that set up, arms up, Venus Mudra. And release, hands to the inside of the left foot. Turn the left toes out at an angle. The left thigh also turns out. The reason then when you turn your toes on the thigh out this way is you're going into your hips instead of your ankles and your knee joints, right? So the rotation is going to the hips. Right hand goes a little bit wider to the floor. Left arm up and back behind you for the twist. Feel free to stay here, or if you're binding, left hand to the right foot. And start to release your right foot. Square back to center. Turn the left toes back forward, and then frame your left foot with your hands. Tuck the right toes under, lift the knees, so this is a low lunge. Then walk your hands forward about a foot. As you tip forward, stand on the left leg. Once you have your left leg off, right leg off the floor, either lift your torso and just let your arms dangle. The arms can go back behind you alongside, or they can go forward, your choice. Step it back, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Straddling for a bend, lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to the right side. Check that your feet are just slightly closer with your toes and your heels. Hands to the hips. Lift up for the back bend. Come back to neutral spine. Bend at the knees. Let the feet drop a little bit. Keep a neutral spine. Hinge at the hips to draw forward. Let the hands come down. Once your hands are supporting, inhale. Lengthen your legs. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Hinge at the hips to draw forward. So again, second opportunity for those of you inverters. If you're still inverting, make your way back down. All right, so to come out safely out of the pose, hands on the floor, supporting. Bend at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back, so now the muscles around your spine are engaged. Shift the weight back toward your heels a little bit, so now the front body's a little bit lighter. And then through the strength of the legs and neutral spine, rise up. Expand the arms. Turn the left toes forward for warrior two. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands, coming to the front of the mat. Feet together, knees together if you can. If that's difficult for you, you can keep your feet separated, but your legs have to stay parallel. Bend the knees. Rise up chair. So in your chair, your tail is reaching back, crown of the head, and the arms are reaching forward. Knees are bending. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Slight back bend to release all that tension. Come back to vertical. Side bend to the right. Back to center. Side bend to your left. Back to center. Step the left foot in. Left foot stays down. Pick up the right knee. Tree pose. Sole of the right foot to inner left leg. Try to go above the knee joint if you can. If that's difficult for your balance and for your hips because you have tighter hips, then go below the knee joint. What you do not want is to step the foot directly on the knee joint, right? You can put your knee joint out of alignment. So go above or below. Once you're set, arms up and out. So this is your tree pose. We'll hold it here for about 8 breaths in balance. For those of you who have additional variations, you can follow me or take whatever you want. If you're following me, you can wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, and broaden your chest, and that could be a really nice heart opener. If this is easy and you want to go further for a side balance, right arm, right leg, left arm overhead. Your hips move to your left as you side bend to the right. All right, let's finish up. Make your way back to your regular tree. And then arms up. Step the right foot down chair. Exhale, dive forward. So again, if your feet together, knees together, it's difficult for you for your hips. Keep your feet separated. Just keep them parallel. All right, bend the knees, chair. So again, tails pointing back, arms and crown of the head reaching forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out, reach up and slightly back for back bend. Come back up to vertical. Side bend to your left. Back to center. Side bend to your right. Back to center. Stepping on the right foot. Pick up the left knee. Tree pose, second side. Open up the knee to the side. Grab that foot. Take the foot above the knee joint if you can, or below the knee joint if that works better. Once you're steady, arms up and out, the gaze is to the floor, slightly ahead of you. Find a fixed point to help you to balance with. All right, you have about 8 breaths to work through whatever you want. You can always just stay here and treat, or wrap the hands back behind you, interlace to broaden your chest. Again, staying here or side bend to your left, left arm, left leg, right arm overhead. The hips have to move slightly to the right in order for the weight to bear left. Alrighty, let's begin to break. If you're taking a variation, come back to your tree. And then when you're ready, arms up, step the left foot down chair, exhale, dive forward. Hands down to the floor and walk your feet back to down dog. Pigeon, left leg up. Draw the left knee in toward the nose and land that shin to your floor. So you're standing on the shin in a pointed toe position. Left thigh angles out to the side, 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your right knee as far back as you can so you can lower your seat. Untuck your toes, then walk your hands back, elongate through your spine. So you should feel a nice amount of hip opening. You should feel that your hips are level so that you're nice and balanced. You may even do this without your hands, right? Otherwise, if you're a little bit shaky, keep your hands on the floor. Once you're set, walk your hands forward. You can stay with your forearms down a little higher. That's a little bit easier. Or if you have a little bit more mobility, you can take the pillows to the hands and rest your forehead. Alrighty, starting to walk your hands back in. Tuck the right toes under and step it back to down dog. Walk it out side to side. All right, second side, right leg up. Draw the right knee in toward the nose. You're in a pointed toe position. Land the shin to the floor. Right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your left knee further back to lower your hips. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands back. Elongate. And then once you're set, then make your way forward. Again, forearms down or making pillows with your hands and resting your forehead. Alrighty, let's make your way back up, walking your hands back in. Tuck the left toes under and gently press it back to the down dog and walk it out side to side. All right, once you're set, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Gently take the seat down, extend the legs forward. Seated spinal twist, half variation, left leg extending forward, right foot over your left leg. Right hand is behind you for support. All right, so petite D, you want to step the foot down. You want to step the foot down. Yeah. Right hand behind you. Left arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. Back to center. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to your left. Square back. Release. Switch legs. Right leg extending. Step the left foot over. Make sure your left foot is flat to the floor. Left hand behind you. Right arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to your left. Inhale. Back to center. Counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Extend both legs forward. Inhale, arms up. So if you need to keep a little bit of space between your legs and your feet, take it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, grabbing your feet, ankles or your shins. And again, remember, think about neutral spine. So petite D, if you can't grab your feet, grab your shins. Just hold on to something. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Nice, and your forward folds, you should definitely feel a nice stretch to your lower back. Not so much to your upper back. If you're rounding your upper back, right, that's when you feel some stretch to your upper back. We don't want it in the upper back. We want it in the lower back. That means you want to keep a neutral spine, grabbing onto your feet, ankles or your shins, anything to hold on to for resistance, right? And you want to pull against that resistance so that you can get some stretch to your lower back. All right, that means also if you need to bend your knees to get that lower back stretch, do that. And hopefully you'll feel that this forward fold compared to the first one we did at the beginning of class, hopefully you feel a big difference. And making your way back up. With your hands supporting to either side, gently slide onto your back. Once you're on your back, bend your knees. Step your feet in about hips width. With your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels. All right, once you set that up, bridge pose. Press your heels down and lift your seat away from the floor. You can keep your arms parallel, or if you want to wrap your hands underneath you, interlacing, you can then draw your shoulders in a little bit closer. If this is good and it's easy, you can go further, take a wheel, hands to your shoulders, elbows up, and lift all the way up. If that's within your practice, take it. If not, then stay in the bridge. Two more breaths. All right, when you're ready to release, lower all the way down. Once you're down, hug the knees in toward the chest. Recline twisting. Keep the left knee in. Extend the right leg out. Left arm can go out to a T position or go downwards alongside the hips. And then twist to the right. So you're rolling to outer right leg, outer right hip for the spinal twist. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. And gently take it back to center, hugging both knees in. Once you're feeling pretty neutral, feeling pretty good, and you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Your feet are separated, toes are gently turning out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed, and let everything go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Again, when you take a seat, let's take a non-dominant shin on top so that you can use a non-dominant side in a cross-legged position so you can even things out. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.